Hello, hello. Good morning. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, hello, hello. Good morning. I am still getting ready for stream, but um I'm gonna have my stuff up so everybody can look at it while I am getting ready. Hi, Vix. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my coffee and then I will um pull my camera up. Hello, hello everybody. Figured I would introduce you to my puppy. Here's my puppy. His name is Bear. He's sweet. He likes cuddles. He's not gonna want to sit here for very long, but he does like being held like a baby. I won't be able to hold you this way for very long, no. Nope. Because you'll be too big. Gonna watch me do stocks? Hmm? Maybe? Maybe? He probably wants down. I can't see his face. He's like, I'm not a baby. No. Okay, or just get comfy right there. It's fine. Okay, so looking at an AK. Oh, hey, look, we just jumped to $1.41. That's cool. Q, Q, Q. Not dark on one side. I don't got all my lights on. You comfy, dude? Hmm? You comfy? Yeah? You want down? Here, there you go. Oh, big boy. He's a sweetie, but also a little bit of a pain in the butt, so. Okie dokie. Let me pull up. So you guys can see both of my screens, but I can only see one. I've done it this way so that I keep forgetting to switch back and forth. If you guys would prefer me to have the one screen up instead of the split screen, let me know. I'm going to continue to do this until somebody says that it's not working for them. Okay, so this is NAK. We've been holding on to NAK since, when did we buy? When did we buy? That's, okay, let's go to the 5 days because that's when we bought, at least somewhere within the past week. All right, so right here is where we bought. What type was that? The 18th? So it is, was it the 18th? Yeah, it would have had to been, right, 1826. Okay, so we bought this on the lowest point of the dip here. And that was a few days ago. Let's get back to my 1 day. Oh, nope, we'll leave that 2 minutes. Yep, that's fine. This one's what I need to do. 1 day, 1 minute. This is the 1 day, 1 minute chart on NAK for today. We bought a small position, so that cost for 56 bucks. We bought each share at $1.12. And so far, without making any changes, we're up $14. Now, this could be a good place to sell. I don't know if it's going to continue to break 140. Well, it's 141, but I don't know if it's going to continue an upward trend. Most likely, according to my lines, we confirm with Webull. Webull, there we go. Uh, so I would say that we could hit a low 37, but take a jump to 142. Now, the more shares you have in a low price stock like this, the more profit you're going to make, of course. This was just a small. I don't have a bunch of cash in this account. I still haven't put it in there yet. When I transferred it out of my other account. Still getting to know the system. Don't want to give myself the option to blow a bunch of money while I'm trying to figure out how this works. So we, like I said, we took a small position and we're up 15 now. That would be a good place to sell. This one can hit 250, sometimes $4. So like if I got these shares for $1.12 and it hit $4, like that's bought all of my shares and then some. But it's not gonna hit $4 today. That would be crazy impressive. So let's look at the buy interest. 120, 12,000, sorry. 12,000 at $1.36. That's the big one on Thinkorswim. If I switch back over to Webull, then so 140. The interest of 140 is in it is increasing. But so far we got 13,000 at 137, 12,000 at 136, 19,000 at 134. I'm getting hot. I have to change. I have to take the sweater off. It's getting a little warm. Um, Nothing too impressive right now on the lower end. Let's look at the sell. 14,000 to sell, 13,000, 14,000, 11,000, 10,000. So high sell interest at $1.50. Switch back to Thinkorswim. Let's see. Dip into $1.38. I don't know. I might flip this today, but I don't think it's going to dip back down to $1.12. What I like to do is I like to just buy it at each dip and then just kind of stack up. And I'll get some for like I got them once I bought some shares for like 98 89 cents. Like a couple hundred shares for 89 cents before, and then I went in and it went up and then it dipped a little bit again. So then I bought some more shares for like a dollar, I think $1.20, and then it went up again to like 2.50, and then it dipped to like $2, and then I bought a few shares. And that's usually how I do it. Normally I have a little more to work with in my account. And I could paper trade, but that's no fun. It's useful and important, but I want to get back into real trading. I have been slacking. Pip 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 trippy. Picture and picture and picture. I don't understand. Okay, so that was explained to me. Thank you for that. I actually also need to check the Discord and see what everybody's doing. Um, Might as well turn that one on. All right. Sure you guys don't want to listen to me noisily slurp my coffee. Okay, so far no call outs. I'm gonna switch over to Webull, which you guys can already see. And look at some other stuff. I'm gonna keep NAK up on Thinkorswim though, because I have shares in it and it is doing things today. 12,000. That's some good buy interest on NAK on Webull. Like give me just a second, guys. I'm gonna have to take the sweater off. Um, That is better. Um, yeah, what was it? Check and buy interest, 27,000 at $1.34, 12,000 to 12,000 to 12,000 and at $1.36 and $1.35. Mm, lower interest on the lower end of bidding. So, I don't know what to do. There we go. Let me see if anything I am familiar with today. Anything I'm familiar with is moving today. Yep, let's use words and sentences correctly. Oh, hey, I am CC. Ah, you sneaky little stalk, you. What are you doing today? At 89 cents. I also still have a little bit of money in my Webull account, but out of just pure stubbornness, I'm not using it. I'm just so frustrated that the last trade that I did on here, how that turned out. Interesting. IMCC not open yet? I don't see anything. Let's check that. I'm gonna have to switch it back, but I want to check this on the Thinkorswim. I also have TradeStation, but I'm still working on getting used to these. Okay. Not a lot of buy interest. Hmm. Okay. Let's go back to NAK. Oh, I don't know why it keeps doing that. I literally went through and I reset it so that it wouldn't like pull way out whenever I pulled up a stock, but it's doing it. It's frustrating. Um, yeah, that's what we were doing. So I removed two stocks today. Oh, I should have said. I did it while I was on screen. If you go back to before 9:30, you can see which two I removed because they were delisted. They were delisted because they've been their shares have been transferred to another company's shares. So that's why they are delisted. I don't remember which one they are. They were both in the oil and gas sector. Let's see, Wolf, WLF is up 7%. I'm gonna go ahead and click that real quick. I'm just gonna click it as I go through. Hut, that's a Bitcoin. Is it I can't remember if it's a it says mining. I can't remember if this company creates Bitcoin or if they just sell Bitcoin. There's IMCC. Okay, there it is. What happened earlier? Ugh. Webull has a very nice aesthetic, but boy is it frustrating. Like you guys saw that the data wasn't there right here. Whatever. We're moving on. Oh, NAK up 4%. Ah, $1.44. Nice. Ford, what's Ford doing? Hmm. Is this in a 1 day? I think yeah, we're on the 1 day. Yeah, so Ford's had a nice move. I'm gonna actually post LAC is another one that I've recently taken an interest. Lithium Americas. They're trending upward today too. Oh, and LAC. I always forget to capitalize the tickers. Not always, I just often forget to capitalize the tickers. Watching LAC. I'm just gonna go through, post my call outs this morning. I have been so crap about doing that. Things that I'm interested in. Like I said, I have my favorite sectors. I'll fiddle a little bit with the AI sector. I really like the mining, though. I feel like those are good long-term investments. With the AI, I know not everybody's going to be a winner, so some of these companies will do well and some won't. Because you can't put AI in everything. I mean, you can, but like, to what end? I don't want my toaster to talk to me. I don't want my toaster to have sentience. It would be sad. Like the butter spreader. What is my purpose? You spread butter. Oh my God. So robotics. I'll just click them real quick. AMCI, not very familiar with, but it is a robotics company apparently. They say robotics. Just gonna take their word for it instead of looking it up. They have had a nice jump from, let's see, what did they open at? $6 to up 20 cents. Mid stock, no thank you. I'm just probably eventually gonna take all the mid stocks off my list. Where were the other ones I was looking at? They just keep all over the place. TLRY, that's a cannabis stock. Um, so this one's had some movement upward. It's taken a little bit of a dip. I would expect it to continue to kind of like go up and down around this area. You can see it, right? Yeah, you can see it. LITM, that's another favorite of one of the members in the Discord, or even a couple of them actually. Let's see how you're doing. So you've gone from 240. I want to look up LITM. I think, I think I need to put that on one of my watch lists. Uh, 294. Yeah, having a brain fart. 2303. This went up $1. I'll post that. I didn't capitalize it. Just gonna be a big whiny baby today. There we go. LITM. QS is another popular one. Where did it go? Went away. CRON. That's another can of stock. So open was 269. It's dipping right now. It might move upward later, but I would just wait to see what this one does. Just at a quick glance. Oh, there's QS. Did I already click QS? Looks like one I've already seen today. But anyway, just in case, so QS uh, was at before market, before open, it morning market before open. It was not two, 689. Oh my God, I can't talk. 689 dip to 672, and then we took a jump all the way to $7. Hung out there for a little while, and now we've dipped about 3 cents. It's going up right now, but there is lots of room for it to go um, down to, let's see, it could dip back to 688. I don't expect it to dip further, but it could. I think that would be as low as I would guess it would go. Not, you know, not a fortune teller. Not yet, anyway. Maybe one day. There's LITM. Rigetti. RGTI. So that one's trading at about 1620 right, 1619. High of 1643. Opened market at about 1592, I'd say. Somewhere in there. Between 1595 and 1590. Took a dip all the way down to 1566 though. But it's almost come up a whole dollar since then. Not quite. We're about 20 cents off. Approximately. And Zim. Ooh, Zim. Oh, look at you. You're $29. Ah, Well, okay, so to review what we learned last week about Zim, Zim is having their shares bought by company that I cannot remember the name of. I can look it up later if anybody's curious. But anyway, so they were buying the shares at $35 a share. So people are just trying to be competitive and get them at a good price. Right now they're running at $29. Zim, I had seen Zim hit 20 bucks or 22 bucks, but I'd never seen Zim hit 30 bucks before. SNDL, that's another older can of stock. Uh, that one looked like it had some good movement in the pre-market. And you can trade the pre-market. I just don't usually. It doesn't fit into my schedule. I used to though. Can't seem to get myself situated. Oh, wait. When did I click CYME? I want to go back. I'm going to pull up Zim again just to make sure that I was talking about Zim, not looking at the wrong stock. Okay, no, I was talking about Zim. I must have just clicked it by accident. Just wanted to make sure I wasn't giving anybody incorrect information. So if you do stock in Walmart, which I do not, but some people do, I just have it up here because it's a larger, uh, yeah, yep. One of these days I'll learn how to talk, guys. I just keep on here to see what's going on with it. Snow's one I would like to fiddle with. I haven't yet, but I'm interested. It's just a larger stock, so I'm a little more cautious with them. But the big stocks are a little more secure. So that's also something to consider. There's different ways that you can do trading. You can buy a couple of shares in a large stock, or you can buy lots of shares in a little stock. I prefer to buy lots of shares in smaller stocks and only buy larger these larger stocks. I don't My intention is not usually to flip them. It's usually to long them, but I have flipped a couple of them. I think was the last one I flipped. It was more than $100. Trying to think. I could check my trading log. Yeah. All right, let's go back to NAK. Okay, so still good buy interest at $1.42. Sell interest is at $1.43. It's 12,000. Looking at $1.39. I just want it to go up. I just want it to go up. Let's go back to Thinkorswim real quick. It's going for $1.43 right now. So, and I'm up 16 bucks. I like this trade because I didn't put a lot of money into it, but I've already made more than 20% profit on this trade, and I haven't even sold it yet. So I can either sell now, secure my profits, which is the smart thing, and that's probably what you should do, or I can just hold on to it. I'm confident that this will eventually go up, so I don't mind holding on to it. Oh, we're up 16 bucks. Sweet. So the high so far today has been $1.46. Let's move this price level up to $1.46. You know, let's check GLD. That's not one that I've looked at in a while. GLD 471. Okay, so GLD opened at about 470. So it's gone up 2 bucks. Now this one, since it is a $470 stock, not a $2 stock or a $3 or $4 stock, I'm not looking for in a high, I'm not looking for like 12,000 units. Now, if I saw 12,000 units, I would be like, okay, this one's going to go somewhere, because that's a lot of money, at least for the average person. But like, these, if someone's buying 100, 100 of these, that's like 4,000. That's more than $4,000. So, yeah, so this one's got some good interest as well today. If you like a higher stock, I'd give this one a look too. But I don't trade this one a whole lot, so I just be cautious. Always be cautious in your trading. Look for highs and lows, go further back, see what. When I buy a stock, I like to know how low it could go. Like, what is the lowest it's ever been? Because there is a chance that it could go that low again. Now, sometimes there are hundreds of dollars in difference, and these big stocks don't usually dip quite that quickly unless the company's like going completely under and everybody's, freaking out and just selling. Um, but yeah, these bigger stocks are supposed to be a little more secure. That's why they're bigger stocks, because people will pay more money for them because they know that they're not going to tank as easily as the smaller ones. BBAI, that's one I haven't looked at in a minute. You know what? I'll post BBAI too. BBAI. Oh, what is BATL doing? That's one that I found a while ago. That was one of the very first stocks that I found. Oh, so BATL might be good for a buy. They're taking a dip. I want to watch them dip though. Let's go to their 1 month, see what they're looking like. $6. See, this is what BATL does most of the time. Between $1.06 to actually I've seen it hit under a dollar. But around here to like $1.80 is what it does most of the time. But it does have some nice jumps. But I feel like most of these jumps are probably news dependent. See here, it goes back to 220. Near 547. Sorry, misread that. I didn't misread it. I misspoke. Do that a lot. Mm, Apple. Oh, where'd you go? Apple. See what Apple's doing. Sure, there are a few people who like Apple. Okay, so we started out about 267-ish, that area. 274, so what did I say? Looks like the low point of the open would have been okay, yeah. So 267, 274. Yeah, that's not mathing for me right now. So looking at NVA, another mining company. Copper, gold, and what's the third one? Copper, gold, and I'll look it up. I'll look it up. Whatever. Nova Minerals, focused on gold, and antimony. Antimony. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so this is just a quick search on Google, um, but I'll read what it says. Do I have space to put that in that little screen? I don't know if you guys would be able to see it. I might. I might add a tab right here for you guys can see that. I might add a tab in one of the black spaces for news. That way when I pop up news, I can just show you guys. Okay, so it says Nova Minerals is an exploration and development company focused on mining gold and antimony at its flagship Estelle project in Alaska's Tintina Gold Belt. It's also working to establish domestic supply chain for antimony, a critical mineral for defense with funding from the U.S. Department of War. So, interesting and useful information. It's funny, I already had a tab up. But that's in VA. So let's go to Hecla, Hecla Mining. This one's had a dip today. Could be good for a scalp. I feel like this one goes lower though. 3 months. Yeah, she goes lower. Yeah, she do. 6 months. Uh, Good 1 year. So the low point for this one would have been about 445 for the year. And now it had a high point of 34. What was that? A month ago? 3 months? Let's go 3 months. Month and a half? Guessing 126, so January 26th, about a month ago then. So approximately a month ago, this one hit $34. So if you got it for 12 bucks, good for you, buddy. Good for you. It's currently running 2308. But I really like the mining companies. As far as to trade on. Okay, let me pull up NAK back up on both of these. because that's what I'm working on. I'm gonna switch over to Weeble. Not Weeble. I'm gonna switch over to Thinkorswim. You guys can see both. I cannot. Just wanted to remind you guys of that. $1.45. Okay, I don't mind that. Okay. Um, any more coffee? We're gonna watch this. I will be right back. This one? No. Yeah, this one. Okay, I'm back. I'm joined by one of my cats. Oh, hey, $1.48. Nice. Nice. If I'm lucky, I'll be up 20 bucks by the end of the day. So, yet again, I spent $56 on this. I'm up 17.50. I bought it at its lowest point for the week. So, I think that is a fairly successful trade without spending a whole lot of money on it. And this is Miss Rory. She is one of the smallest of my kitties, but she is also the mouthiest of my kitties. So let's adjust our high point again. Come on. There we go. Down to 148. And I'm going to continue to do that until it dips, so I can have a record of high points. I've been trying to rework the way that you're missing a couple whiskers, honey. Did you get into a fight with the other kitties? Um, sorry, I was distracted by my cat. What's he saying? Moving up the high point. Oh, I'm moving up the high point each time it has a new high for this week and the past week, of course. And then when it starts to dip, I'll leave that high point there and I'll continue with I'll put a new high point on. Just to kind of give me an idea of the highs and lows and such. No, you look so happy. Yeah, my kitties are sweet, usually. Okay, so I'm not expecting this to dip more than 146 right now. Because I'm looking at my thinkorswim chart, that's the low point on my moving average. I guess it could dip. It could probably dip to like, let's see. Maybe 140. It'd be 8 cents though. Oh, 74,000 at 148. I like that. 72, 73. 148's getting it. 148's getting it, honey. Yeah. She's like, just pet my chin. I don't care. You don't care. I can zoom in a little bit so we can see this better. Let's do that. And one more time. I don't know why it does that. Yeah, I don't know why it does that. Ah, my footstool's gone. Gave my footstool to the puppy so that he could eat elevated and not have to stretch so far. Alright, so 148, 149. Strength on the top, weakness on the bottom. Let's click to Weeble. 12,000, 13,000, 23,000 at 143, 21,000 at 40, $1.40. And that's looking like most of the big bids, the high buy interest areas. Sell interest, 10,000, 12,000 at 149. 148's getting it. That's unfortunate. And 15,000 at 152, 17,000 at 153, and 13,000 at 154. I'm not looking at the 10,000. I'm only looking at anything above 12. You see her, sort of. She's just so happy. What? You were really digging it. Yeah. Yes. You can tell the difference between her and my other cats as size, because they sit on my lap and you can see them a little better. She sits on my lap and she's still like below the camera. But I should pull this right here so I can see better. I wish I could do this on thinkorswim. That would be so convenient. Just this is so convenient. Like I said, I like the interface of Weeble. It's very user-friendly, and it's colorful, and it looks pretty and nice. Thinkorswim looks a little more, what's the word? Well, professional's not exactly the word. I mean, it does look a little, it does look professional, of course, but it's just, like I said, it's not as user-friendly. I keep getting distracted petting my cat. She's so cute. Let's go back to Thinkorswim. Hmm. What are 5 minutes looking like? 5 minutes is still green. 2 minutes is still green. I think it's looking good. What do you think, Rory? She doesn't care. She doesn't care. Let's check the time to see. Aww. You getting comfy? Yeah. She's so cute. Okie dokie. So, if I uh, yep. What was crap? What was I gonna do? I don't know. I'm gonna check the Discord. See if I got any call outs. Um, Nothing new as of right now. What? You're not comfy? Hmm? Here. If I hold your other paw, is that better? Maybe. Alright, strength on the top of $1.49. Do we have 150? There. Is that better? Is that cozy? I need to brush. You are shedding. Hmm. Yeah, we may dip. At least for a minute. Almost up 20 bucks though. No, again, I could sell right now and secure my profits and then wait for a dip and then buy back in. I could do that. Hmm. Aww. You guys see her? Probably not. What? I'm just talking about how cute you are. She just like tucked her little face up in her paws. It was adorable. Do we have 150? Do we have 150? Maybe. All right, 70,000 to sell at 150. And it got it. You watching the screen or are you watching me? Yeah. I'm covered up. Hmm. Just like whatever. I'm just gonna hang out here. Just fine. Okay, make me a liar. Make me a liar. Just like the stocks. Like I don't always get it 100%, but usually not too far off. Usually. Okay, so we did dip a little bit to 148. Now we're back at 150? 49, 49, 150. Yeah. The cats have been very affectionate since we got the new puppy. I think they're jealous. There. She is the quietest little purr. Yes. She purrs so quietly, you have to like literally put your head up to her belly to hear it. Yes, you're just the quietest little purr. Alright, we're at 149. I was gonna check the time. That's what I was gonna do when I got distracted. It's 10:42. It's almost 11. So I'm thinking that I might end. No, we're not gonna guess. We're not gonna jinx ourselves. We're just gonna wait and see what happens. I'm hoping to end the day positive 20. That would be really cool. And this is a small trade again. Um, on a larger scale, I bought 50. So if I was up 48, hope it doesn't hit 146. Just like unconscious in both my hands. Like I'm just so passed out. 149. I know, 150 might have been the high for the day. But we shall see. Sorry, I would have muted my mic, but I got a cat in both my hands. Because she's a big baby and needs to be held, apparently. Alright, you're gonna have to readjust yourself. You can be like this, that is fine. And cuddly. I don't care. However, here, you on baby mode? We'll baby mode you. Yeah, we'll baby mode you. hmm Didn't like that. Sometimes she likes baby mode. Sometimes she do. Yeah, sometimes she like it. Oh, we went back to 150. So I feel like the battle is between like 150 and 148. I want 150 to get it, of course, because I have shares in it. 60,000 to sell at 150. And it took it. Or at least they pulled back. What? What do you want from me? What do you want from me? Okay. Goodbye, kitty kitty. sitting on my sweater. Or at least now I won't be sitting on it. Hmm. Hmm. So we'll move our high point again up to 150. So this is some movement today. It's been, I think it's been going up like, oh my gosh. I think it's been going up. I think it's been going up like 15 cents a day because we started at 112. I don't think it did a lot over the weekend though. So if you subtract the weekend, there was more to that sentence. I just was distracted. If you subtract the weekend, um, it's gone up about 15 cents a day. I don't think it really moved much over the weekend though. Whoops, I clicked the wrong button. Sorry, guys. Mm, 59,000 at 149. 72, 84,000 to buy. There'll be some left over from that exchange. Ah, nope, wrong one. Yep, up one. Oh, I just keep yawning. I'm sorry. Hmm. 148.45. See, 11,000 at 148. So 12,000 at 148. 80,000 at 149. Okay, so this is a perfect example of um how you can't see all the bids that the stock is going for. So right here, 149. But if I go over to Webull, and you guys can see all this at once, 148. So if I didn't have both of these up, I wouldn't even see those bids. If I was just looking at Webull, I wouldn't even see the bids on Thinkorswim. Oh my gosh. That's like all the coffee in the world won't wake me up. Suggestion: don't trade stocks when you're tired because you make small mistakes sometimes when you're sleepy. Um, but I'm always tired, so whatever. I wouldn't be able to trade if I went by that rule. It is easier to make mistakes when you're half awake, though. I'm not half awake. I'm a little more than half awake. Okay. I'm awake. I'm just tired. I need glasses cleaner. My glasses are still kind of dirty, even if they're wiped them. They're slightly cleaner than they were, but oh, and I scratched them up too. I thought that there was like a something stuck on them, and apparently I was just cleaning them too hard, and I was wiping off the coating. Well, scraping off the coating because apparently I pushed hard enough to peel it up. So that's unfortunate. But it's okay. They still work. I'll just get a new pair eventually. I just don't see the point. These work fine. And I can't even tell that I scratched them up when I'm wearing them. It's just when I take them off I realize. Yeah, just get a new pair. Easy, LOL. Yeah. So easy. There went my coffee. Oh, what else do I have? Nothing. I got nothing in here. Oh, well. Okay. 96,000 to buy. Wait, is this? Yeah. And 37,000 to sell. So higher buy interest than sell interest at $1.49. Somehow 148's getting it though. Hmm. Oh. 17,000, 148, 22,000 at 143, 20,000 at 140. I feel like anything below 140 right now. Anything below 136 right now is just unrealistic and hopeful. But who knows? Maybe I'm correct. Maybe they know something I don't, but I doubt it. Give me just a second. Okay, I'm back. You know what? I might make an adjustment. Why are you doing this and being all weird? There, that's why you're being all weird. There we go. I feel like it looks, I want to see. So when I'm looking at this, I'm still looking off screen, so I guess I'll switch it back. It just looked weird when I was looking over there. It's whatever. Hmm. Oh, I'm taking my camera. Whoops. All right, so we're selling for 149. Still got plenty of buyer interest at 149. 150. Where did she go? Oh. What? What? Well, then come up here. Come on. Yeah, come on. Come on. Yeah, I know. I hear you. I hear you complaining. She's back for more attention. Not on my desk. You guys. Getting in the way of my streaming stocks all the time. Trading, all that. This a good girl. Get comfy. See what time it is. Oh, it's 11:01. Okay, so at 11, okay, $1.50 again. So if it breaks 150, I will expect something very impressive to happen. Because that's where it's been struggling, the 150 the 150 marker. $1.50, not 150. I need to stop saying it like that. $1.50. I'll give it a couple more minutes to see what it does before we hop off. You guys can see my Rory. Yep, still struggling. Okay, Nikkei can go to 166, 151. The next goal is 166. I agree, my dude. Oh, it's a good girl. We didn't climb up my desk to turn around. Nope. Nope. Mm, 150. I don't know. It could break 160 or 150. I'll just have to see. Just struggling to get past that. Oh, get off of my desk. Oh my goodness. Come here. Come here. What? What? Feels like I didn't want you to hold me. I wanted you to pet me. Yes, you wanted pets. To have you trapped. Got her balanced on my sweater. She's so small, she just kind of sits there. You don't look very happy. It's not fighting me either. Yeah, I'm thinking I might take a dip for a minute. It is getting close to lunchtime too, so keep in mind that after lunchtime, this stock will probably pop back up again. But that's if it dips. I'm just thinking that it's going to dip here for at least for 30 minutes. There it goes, 148. Mm-hmm. I know what I'm talking about sometimes, huh, Rory? 147. Yep, there is the dip that I was talking about. What, Prince? You went up here too? I can't really hold both of you. Can't tell if she's comfy or unhappy. Because she is the devil. Yeah, she's a pain in the butt. 47. 46. Yep, trading at 146. Okay, so yeah, I'm thinking it's gonna do a little bit of a dip. I'm thinking after lunch it'll probably trend back up. But the goal here today is for it to break 150, because if it breaks 150, we'll see some good movement, at least most likely to 160, 166, something like that. $1.60, $1.66. I'm sorry, I need to specify because it gets confusing because sometimes I am literally talking about $150 stocks, not just $1.50. She's like about to pass out. Aren't you? Prince defers on my desk, but I don't have hands for him, so I feel bad putting him down. His cats are spoiled. Cozy. Hmm. I'd say it's gonna struggle for a little. I say through lunchtime it's gonna struggle to break 148. That's a guess, but with a quick look at it right now, it is fighting 148. Well, then get down so I can hold him. Yeah, come here, buddy. It's your turn. Yep. Baby mode, you too. I don't like it when they sit on my desk. They track, litter from their paws and then they paw at my mat. It's annoying. Just tear up my stuff, don't you? Especially you. What time is it? Okie dokie, guys. It's 11:09 according to my clock, so I'm gonna go ahead and hop off here. Be keeping an eye on this one. Um, I had some call outs. What I was looking at was Ford, LAC, LITM, and BBAI. So I'd keep an eye on those today, see what they do, or at least take a peek at them if you're interested. But we will catch you guys tomorrow. So I hope that you guys all make green and have a good one. I will see you later.